I'm in the whip, I'm gonna rest, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not save us, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for this, I never switch, you never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my fit. X slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blood is back then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceived.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season. And now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past. And tonight, we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the champions from the NFC, the Atlanta Falcons.
Here we go. Here we go.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Brandon Gott and Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And Charles, many had ordained the Kansas City Chiefs to be the best team in the NFL coming into the season, and now here they are, one game away from their first Super Bowl title since Super Bowl IV 50 years ago.
And we'll get to that in just a minute, but how about this? This is their 5th straight playoff appearance. They went to overtime with New England in the AFC title game last year. Remember, they were down big at the half, came all the way back and had a chance to win, lost in overtime. Finally, climbed that mountain and got back. And do you remember Super Bowl IV against Minnesota? Remember Hank Stram as their coach? On the sidelines, mic'd up for the first time. That really gave us a lot of what we have now with NFL films. What a terrific performance by that Kansas City team, and they blew away the Vikings in that game.
Meanwhile, wasn't too long ago that the Atlanta Falcons were in the Super Bowl, and that's one that Falcon fans want to forget, 2017 Super Bowl 51. But now they're back in the big game for the 3rd time in franchise history.
And there's no way we can get to this game without remembering a few of those details of that last Super Bowl appearance. They were up 28-3. Ended up losing in overtime to New England. Give them a ton of credit for putting that game behind them, getting back to the Super Bowl so soon. That shows a lot of character for this franchise.
Here's Murray from midfield. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. He completes it to Jones. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run with a former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here's Murray, and it's caught. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Elliott is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Wentz into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On first down, Jones. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And tough sledding. You'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throwing is Murray on third down. Flush to his right. That one complete to Wilkins, the running back. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now Jones. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll try again with Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up third and goal.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
Murray now, third and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Deron Payne. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up fourth down. 2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but probably not what they were hoping for.
No, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
46 down, man, 5-4. Check, 25, check 25, check 25.
On play action, Wentz. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Looking deep for Elliott. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 32 on the play. Now Elliott. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards, first down Atlanta. Wentz now on first down. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown Atlanta. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Let's go, do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Malik Collins able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Get out. Check 26, check 26. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Drop.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground, and they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Never team behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But
touchdown, Falcons! Nicole Hardman, 71 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Chiefs take over first and 10. At their own
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
To throw again on second down. Murray looking left side and has got a man. That's Wilkins. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Murray now on first down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for KC. 43 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. They'll run on first down. Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on second and goal here. Rolling to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the post.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Oh, design run for their wideout. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Here we go, pack. 180! Silver, you go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Back. Somebody. Hey, we're good.
Wentz gonna throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Go. 20! Coming this way. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
74. Hey, exit. You got me ready.
On 2nd and 15 now. Wentz, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray flushed out right. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. On 1st down, Wilkins. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Aaron Jones, 46 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes. That's
fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
In your face.
Man 5-7. 50. What's the run? They're running.
Now Wentz on third down. And that is incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
What a Super Bowl this has been, and the biggest play comes now. It's fourth down.
Check 43. Kill. Let's 5-7. Hang in there now. Hang in.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Now a desperation throw. Deep depth. And got his man. Complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. He's back to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Going to throw deep for the end. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Noah Fant there to make the grab as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Now Wentz toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll try the right side with Jones. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
That's good for Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Elliott on for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Next to score, Chiefs 29.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Steps away to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. To throw is Wentz. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Todd Davis. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The